I'm going to play a quick clip from Charlie Kirk. You're seeing a lot of stuff these days. It seems like the world is in a weird place, and I feel a moral obligation to give you my perspective on it, and it's well-researched perspective as well. And here's one of the best spokespersons for basically Constitution. Protecting the Constitution, protecting normalcy here in America, not hating our country. Here's a quick clip from Charlie Kirk podcast.
We are the most generous country in the history of the planet, the most accepting, the most benevolent, the least likely to judge on race. And yet I have to go through this nonstop narrative, which is designed to divide, that there's someone lurking in the shadows that wants to hold you back based on your skin color. Let me be very clear. If there's a racist in the audience, you got work to do to repent and to communicate with your creator and ask for forgiveness. I mean that. It's a sin. However, your mere existence as a white heterosexual male does not mean that you are currently participating or engaging in the sin of racism. It doesn't. And anything to the contrary is a lie. In fact, it's a hyperfixation to try to keep people down, to convince them they can't succeed because there's a boogeyman around the corner. When in reality, if you get married before you have kids, you graduate from high school and get a job, you're going to be just okay in this country, generally, and don't commit crimes. It's a tough message, but it's true. When in reality, it's easier. You know how much easier my life would be if I just went around and I had a list of people you could blame. Seriously, your employer, your parents. What's the first thing tyrants always do before they go after the church? They turn their kids against their parents.
And that's a big one right there for me is what the leftist media is doing, the activist media and their corporate cohorts, their Democratic cohorts, whoever you want to say it, politicians, they're turning the younger generation, and they've been doing it for years, against their parents. And you look at it through the use of female rappers like Cardi B and what they did at the Grammys on network television. They're coming close to what would be called pornographic materials, and they're pushing that down the throat. Corporations like Coca-Cola, I'm wearing my capitalism shirt today, and it looks like the Coca-Cola. They are inviting people, I think Maya Angelou in, and they're saying, hey, let's teach a class about whiteness and about how if you are white, you are naturally oppressive and you are in a position. So it's further fueling the division in this country. And it's wrong, and it's really, they're the racist ones doing it. And then, because critical race theory is being taught in schools. It's basically going back against what Dr. Martin Luther King said. Dr. Martin Luther King said we should not judge by the skin color, but the content of the character. And this kind of stuff, we've got to get involved on a local level. That's why I'm considering a run for county commission, school board, state house rep. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to be very diligent in my research, and when I run, I'm going to win. But we're one of the least likely countries to judge on race, and it's constant that these people are pushing this down a narrative, a false narrative, and they're creating victim mentality, and we're seeing it all over the place now, of course, with the new administration in. So that's my take on whiteness and racism in America right now.